Well, here's my car after week 1 of being back. I ran on July 7th, no, excuse me, July 21st, the 2012 season. Here's the new lettering I got in the car. New sponsor I picked up, K&M Seal Coating. Took such a good deal on the car. My uncle's brother sold me the car, but his other brother owns the business, so he gave me a good deal to put the name on the car. Of course, I have Ido coating again. Picked up some stuff from Speedway Motors, so they're on there. Same number 36. As you can see here, some pretty good scuffs. You can see here, I mounted my doors a little different on this one. They're bolted into the frame here, so all is just the outer skin of the door. A little easier to repair. But from this lower door bar right here, where these bolts are, from right here down, was caved in about 6 inches. I had gotten a lap down my first night back. I was just letting the, getting the feel of the car really, get my heat, and then did the same thing in the feature. Because the track did improve. It was pretty rough. Had a pretty nasty headache and back problems last night, but I was trying to get the feel for the track. I went a lap down. I wasn't mad about that. No big deal. I'm not out there to win, just out there to have fun. And with our rules, we're supposed to lap cars stay to the bottom of the track so everybody else can go past without causing a wreck. And the kid decided to come up and rub his front tire right there and turn into me and turn me around and drove right in the side of my car. Spun me right around the deep mud. So that was on lap 7. I got pretty pissed at that. So instead of going after him again on the track or tearing up my car even more, first night out with a new car, I said I did the mature thing and just drove off the track, loaded up my car, and came home. Yeah, I went and exchanged a couple words with him. Really shouldn't have, but I'm friends with the kid, so so I had to go make sure that he understood that I was pissed. So another new sponsor, Affordable Contracting. Didn't really pay me anything, but I picked up a set of wheels off him he wanted $100 for them. So I said, if I put the name on the car, can I have the wheels? He goes, yeah, sure, take them. Stewart Trucking, the kid that did my vinyl, forgot to put the Don, so it'd be Don Stewart Trucking, but it's no big deal. Same thing. Mom and Dad Investments, they got a kick out of that. Again, got the Speedway. Then you're there wondering, this is a 1998 Pontiac Grand Am GT. Sorry, garage is pretty tight right now with stuff. Same lettering down this side. No damage or anything to this side really. Just here on these wheels, I was in mud up to these top lugs there when I was sliding sideways after the kid hit me. But here's the inside. I gotta put some more bars here on the side to connect all this together here and put in a couple more bars there in the dash. A lot of guys don't do it, but I wanted to put the battery inside because where it was mounted. There's my Kirky race seat again, my 15 3/4 inch Kirky race seat. Had to repair some holes in the floor. It's pretty rusted. Of course, my metal dash I had in the first car I had, and I put it in this one. Roll cage built a little differently in this one as well, all the way into the trunk instead of just to the strut towers. Stiffened the rear end up pretty good. Got my ground hard battery walled on right there. Pretty good way of doing it. Got the 2-inch by 3-inch square tubing from side to side of the car, and from the side to side point back to just in front of the wheel wells for strengthening. I'm going to have to run a bar from this one here to that one over there. There's a strengthening up, maybe a crossbar as well. But of course the hoop, I screwed up a little bit on this side. I overbent this bend here. That's no big deal. I got to put in our bar here because the way I had to bend this here, instead of it being straight, it's got a bend right here. So I got to put another pipe in here to strengthen that up in case it does roll. I got to put a pipe from this bar here to one over there on the other side so it doesn't fold in, just in case I was to wreck. Here on this side, I kind of got it looking like a real race car here with the stickers on the door. Let me move around here. I'm going to be picking up some more here shortly. I'm going out of town, so I won't be racing this weekend, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. Just picking up some stickers here from the doors. Try to make it look cool for the fans, really. But black roof, orange lettering. Got a pretty cool paint scheme on this one. Used to be a little more detailed and in depth in the other car. Jeez, I'm still finding freaking mud in this car from last night. But I brought the eyes back off my old car. Got my hood pins, of course. The way I painted this here is to where it separates and it has the white eyes to where it kind of looks like a one of them plastic noses, one of the plastic nose pieces for like your street stock or hobby stock or pure stock type of cars a lot of guys run. But yeah. So this is my new car here. 36 down, I did like a license plate. I thought it'd be kind of cool. More of the Speedway stickers there. Our Sunoco sticker, had a bunch of them just laying around. But yeah, so that's all the damage I got. The door was caved in pretty good. The front fender was caved in some. And right back here, this section right here is all dented up and crushed. And this right here is actually pushing like almost 4 inches. But yeah, I thought I broke the roll cage. I thought I broke something here, so I welded another bar in here today just to strengthen it up a little more. But it turns out I didn't break anything at all. I was really happy with that. See, over here I got the same deal. It's on the other side, but I have this extra bar here in case the rear of the car was to fold. It's not going to fold on my cage. It'll fold this and push this over. Take this and push it over instead of it all folding up into the cage or whatever. It'll save the cage. And something else I changed from my first car to this one is I put in a seat buckle quick release here, my window nut. Because if you recall, on my first car I had a hole up here and I had a hole back here in this post, and the end of my rod had a hook on it to go in and hook, and I'd slide it in the front hole over here, and I'd spin the nut back over here. Well, when I wrecked my other car, it was really hard for the emergency crew to get the net off, so I decided I'll put this one on it and try that. Another improvement I made, of course, I put a bigger rod up through the middle there to keep bigger stuff from coming out. Having them cone filters on here, hoping that'll work. Instead of having the great big cow catcher front end we had on my other car on this one, I had the stock bumper. Behind you can kind of see the red there below the black. See it better in there. There you go. But I have a piece of 1 inch, no, 1.25 inch pipe right here, run from side to side down to the steel bumper and then back in. Here, I'll throw the hood up for you. Ouch. There we go. And that's all that is there. So you can see that filter I got on the run. I got my kill switch wired in there, grounds were in there. So this right here where the battery was. That's not a really safe spot. I got my fan hardwired, of course, right here, you can see. Then runs back in there. That's the easy way to do something. But see, I have this here with a bar down to the original bumper here. And I have this ran back with just one little tack, well, a little oversized of a tack weld right here. So if for some reason I was to get a car was to check up, or if I was to lose brakes or something and run into the back of somebody, this here is either going to break and come up and go past it and it's crushed back into this here, or it's going to break because this section right on Pontiacs for some reason, and most GM cars, the section from where the end of the radiator is to this point here and back to here is the weakest point on the front end of the car, I have found by looking at some cars that were wrecked online and at a couple different junkyards. But this right here is made to curl in, just pushes right in this top part and save the frame down here. So I have this built here because this right here, I can cut this out here and build some tube in there. That's no big deal. But there's made to where I can fold that in. Another improvement I made for my other car is I put this quarter inch mesh in here to where you can see as it's moving down there at the bottom. I have it just zip tied at the top and it hangs down from my radiator. So as I'm going in the mud, so it's getting kicked up in from other cars or just from my car itself. I see a little bit here, made its way through. That's no big deal. We'll hit the screen, and as the screen moves from bumps and just moving and whatnot, it'll just fall off. so I won't have to worry about my mirror getting all plugged up. Plus I have the same 1/4x1/4 screen here on the outside, which looks pretty cool there on the front with the silver screws of the washers. That's a nice little touch I put on there. So here's my eyes right here. You can see the big scratch right through it right here. My other car we pushed out of the garage, turned around to push it back in to work on something else in a different part of it where we had more room, and we didn't realize our driveway had that much of a slope to it, so my dad used his work truck. He had a big square bumper on it, so it put a great big gouge through it, dented it all in. I hammered it back out, and there's holding my bumper on really. That, and a couple muffler straps on each side, some more muffler strap there, more pieces on the air. I put 3 pieces of the muffler strap, which is that 1-inch wide strap with the different size holes in it on the passenger side, because the passenger side normally is the one that you use to not really use, but gets used more if you hit somebody. Not if you're going to, but if you do happen to hit somebody. And then I have some more pieces of this with the muffler strap in here. You can see the different holes in it, about how wide it is here. Run back, looped around, come back around. A couple metal zip screws in it here. Same thing over there on that side. But here I got the same thing back here on the back bumper. Yes, the back bumper never came off, but still the stock bolts. But having these strips here helped to ensure that somebody was to check me up, checking from the back, brake check or whatever, and hit me. It's not gonna knock my bumper off, because one little hit is gonna pop my bolts and screws and stuff right out. So those will keep my bumper hanging on until I get off the track into the pits, so it's not dragging behind my car or get up in my tires or something. But yeah, that's about it. It's a pretty much rust-free car except for the floor. The driver's side is normal though for a New York State car. See here, I made a little hiccup when I was cutting the door out, so I squared it out. No big deal. It's a race car. I'm not going to be too picky about it. The season's 5 weeks from being over anyway, so how much more damage can I possibly get? Well, you can see what I got in 1 week, so yeah, that's about it for now. Alright, see you.